Organizational Management. Introduction to Organizational Management. Part 1. Before I proceed, I request you to stay to the end of the video and please subscribe for access of coming future videos. Organizational management is a combination of many components of leadership within a company. The actual structure of the company is utilized to gather information to analyze it. This analysis is then used to develop strategies that are then implemented and executed via meetings, training and promotion. Every business utilizes organizational management in a different way contingent on the unique needs of the business. Business success requires thoughtful strategy developed into a plan that is executed effectively. Organizational management is the process of leading a company and effectively using or controlling its assets and resources. Organizational management goes well beyond a corporate structure. It requires leaders to have methods in place to resolve issues and develop solutions that help the business move closer to its desired goals and vision. Once a plan is implemented, organizational management must monitor and adjust activities depending on results. If a company is not nimble to change based on feedback, its organizational management is not complete. There must be a complete loop of feedback that sets the fluid strategies set from the top and delegated to the deepest channels of the company where performance results must let leadership know if strategies are succeeding. The goal of organizational management is to use the various levels of company leadership in the leadership hierarchy to set goals, monitor results and build a stronger company. Strategies might involve employee training, promotional strategies, operations efficiency or any other aspect of the company. Organizational structure versus organizational design. Organizational structure and organizational design are similar but not interchangeable terms, both as components of overall organizational management. Organizational structure is the way the company hierarchy is laid out. This might look like a flow chart with the CEO at the top and various vice presidents and operational directors under him. Under that may be branch managers and other department leaders with the people who do the work underneath. While there are derivatives to this standard type of linear organizational structure, the idea remains. Structure refers to who is reporting to whom. It is the chain of command. Organizational design. Organizational design describes how the chain of command functions with processes and procedures. Organization's design is a plan. The organization might execute the flow of information based on email or memo correspondence. Information might go to one superior, to then be summarized and disseminated, while another organizational design might have the same report go to 4 or 5 people in the chain above him. It reviews and catalogs all tasks and functions of all positions at every level of the organizational structure, then groups these items and sets a workflow for the efficiency of the entire company. Lower-level managers often have specific methods of design for their departments that work within that department. An accounting department might design a checks and balances feature where team members share the report in a team before submitting to get feedback and a review of accuracy. There could also be a higher-level design that is implemented from top to bottom. This could be something as simple as payroll timecards need to be submitted by a certain deadline in order to be processed timely. Importance of organizational management. A business should place a priority on establishing solid organizational management to create a company that clearly pursues goal achievement. Business leaders need to be clear on the goals of the company and implement processes and procedures and are willing to monitor and adjust based on critical feedback. When this happens, subordinates are clear on how to complete tasks. This creates counterbalance in the company, allowing it to adapt as needed in changing environments. It also gives company workers the ability to present ideas from the baseline level of production or service that gives senior executives the raw data needed to improve things. Companies emphasizing the details and how to execute them properly but willing to accept feedback is a company positioned for success because it uses resources optimally. Senior level managers that live in a bubble without considering what the layperson on the assembly line knows is leaving the company vulnerable to errors and problems. It also means the company may miss opportunities for innovation that leaves it exposed to innovative competitors. Mismanagement leads to mistakes, missed opportunities and ultimately higher costs. Proper management effectively uses financial resources and reduces overall costs. Investment brokerages are a good example. The organizational design of a company 2 decades ago had much less emphasis on online systems that empower clients. Today's market is completely transformed with the largest advisors offering online services to clients. Brokerages not cognizant of the consumer feedback because of poor organizational management had leaders who felt that they knew better from the penthouse corner office. Many of those companies lost market share and even closed because they refused to implement designs including customer feedback from advisors. Management versus development. An organization and management are a unit. Managers are the leaders of an organization. They motivate and inspire as well as keep teams accountable to get work done. Management. Management is tasked with the responsibility of setting regular activities, developing specific action plans, and ensuring that a team or department succeeds with their part of the company's success. This could be a production manager making sure the line gets the products out without a high percentage of breakage. It could be a sales manager defining sales goals and the activities that must happen to achieve them. Development. Development addresses issues or works to improve existing things. Issues might be deficiencies in the process or skill gaps among workers. Improving things might consist of identifying employees who can be trained or developed for more responsibility and even leadership. Development seeks to find areas to improve. It is the foundation of innovation at every level of an organization. Innovation goes well beyond some new scientific breakthrough. It includes finding a faster or more efficient way of doing something. If a manager is able to develop his team and innovate a process to save time on every order, the manager could improve department efficiency tremendously. Organizational structure and management. Organizational structure. Organizational structure is the relationship of power, teamwork, and accountability. Without accountability, the direction of the company can veer off course and lose sight of the goals that are pertinent to success. For example, if a company's sales force trends from focusing on business to consumer sales to business sales, profitability might decline. The sales team is the team of strategy implementers, and the higher level managers may not want to sacrifice sales to consumers, which is a faster process for a slower sales process. This is why management is important. Manager review strategies and goals filtered down from the top management teams and then delegate duties to subordinates to implement them. The structure says who reports to who. Management defines how that communication is delivered, when, and provides insights for analysis. Just having an organizational structure does not guarantee successful organizational management. Quite the contrary, a poorly structured company still has the opportunity to succeed if managers are able to effectively delegate and relate information. But bad organizational management leaves a company with no one taking charge, even though the structure may say certain people are in charge. Management and staff. A company has a management and staff. Within the company, there are department heads to ensure the staff perform properly. There may be a manager in the operations department delegating tasks to make sure all the staff in the different departments operate properly and perform their task as planned. In an instance, there could be a manager as the operations advisor in charge of a team who care for work performance of the staff members. There is a mess with a manager in charge of making sure the entire company's staff work in good manner. All of these departments work toward one goal, getting the company to the next level. If the staff in the operations department decided they preferred not to work, there would be no one to run the department. The structure starts with the head of company and works down a chain of command with departments leaders, team leaders, and ultimately down to staff members. A business organizational structure functions similarly. Corporate management leadership styles. There are various styles of leadership any business manager can utilize. Most business leaders have a dominant leadership style but may incorporate other styles as deemed necessary by presented situations. There are 6 commonly recognized leadership styles, and top management should consider how these styles affect different departments. It may be that a company employs leaders of one primary style consistent with the CEO's vision, or it may be that a company finds managers with styles more effective for specific departments. There are 6 common leadership styles, and they are: 1. Directive. 2. Visionary. 3. Affiliative. 4. Participative. 5. Pace setting. 6. Coaching. Each of these styles has advantages and disadvantages. Some are more effective in some organizations' departments than others. 1. Directive leadership style. A directive leadership style is the order giver. This leader says what you should do, and expects it to be done without question. It is authoritarian and is considered in many modern business environments to be a little outdated. However, it has merit when needing to hold people accountable in areas such as compliance or safety issues. 2. Visionary leadership style. The visionary leadership style has been emulated by organizational leaders seeking to create the magic that Steve Jobs created at Apple. A visionary leader inspires people from the highest levels of management to the lowest janitor, drawing them to work together for a common purpose. 3. Affiliate leadership style. An affiliative leadership style is relationship-driven. This leader spends time developing trust among employees, and is often in the trenches of a workday with his sleeves rolled up, along with his staff. The problem with this style is that the leader is less concerned with results and is more concerned with being liked and trusted. Positions requiring a lot of negotiations could benefit from this style of leadership. 4. Participative leadership style. The participative leadership style functions like a democracy. Everyone has input into the process and goals. While this helps to engage the team in the overall goal, it could dilute a manager's authority. The team must be competent and self-aware enough to maintain focus on the company vision for this strategy to be effective. 5. Pace-setting leadership style. A pace-setting leadership style is the true lead by example model. This model works well in new departments or departments that have inexperienced workers who might not have the belief that certain goals are attainable. The pacesetter is always at the front of every report, as the employee who has the greatest number of sales, the biggest production numbers, or the most lucrative financial negotiations. 6. Coaching leadership style. A coaching leadership style seeks to build up a team's skill level and confidence. Like a sports coach, this leader looks for team members' strengths and weaknesses, and works with them to set action plans to build on strengths and to improve weaknesses. A top-level organizational leader needs to look at the styles when hiring people for a specific department. A pacesetter might work well in a highly competitive sales department, but this leader might burn out an assembly team. Coaches are effective in areas in which development is critical to employee success. Key leaders should be able to inspire with their passion for the vision, thus making this style ideal for those creating the strategies and relaying them to the public and internal members of the organization. Please don't miss coming parts of this topic. Thank you for your time.